As far as indie games go, this is a tough time for the shmup. If you download yourself a copy of Game Maker, one of the things they tell you in the tutorial is that the shmup is the easiest kind of game to complete, produce, and to make. And I think because of this, and other contributing factors, the shmup is the most common game you'll find in the indie market. There's a lot of them out there. Because of this, when a stand-up one comes along, something that brings something new or fresh or something that's particularly attractive, it's worth mentioning. And that game today is Syder Arcade. Syder Arcade is a side-scrolling shmup from Studio Evil, and it's very much that. It's side-scrolling, shooty, all the thingies they blow up with the lasers and all sorts of stuff. There are cutscenes with very serious-looking faces, and it is really difficult and a lot of fun. You've got two modes of gameplay. There's the campaign with the serious face cutscenes, and there is the survival mode, which is basically what it sounds like. Horde mode in a shmup. It's not wave-based, which I would kind of think, but no, not wave-based. They come and they just appear on the screen and you shoot them and they go away. And eventually you die, and then the score is submitted to a leaderboard. Now, one of the things I really enjoy about this game is the way they've employed left and right. You know, you can switch the direction of your ship. It works a lot like the way Defender worked. You have a mini-map where you can see the enemies that show up, and you can kind of juke left and right. You're not stuck focused in a single direction. Now, you can go in one direction and then loop back around and kind of plan your attack that way in survival mode. But generally speaking, you have a mini-map, you see your objective, you move your ship, left and right to accomplish the mission. It's a fun game. They've managed to capture what was good about shmups and put that into something new, while they didn't feel the need to pixelize the graphics. The graphics, I mean, we're not talking about state-of-the-art stuff here, but it's a very attractive looking game. They didn't pixelize it, for sure. Now, if you enjoy pixelization, one of the things they did do, just for fun, was they added a series of 20 or so, I don't know exactly the number, but 20 or so graphic filters. And you can cycle through them, and they have all sorts of effects on the graphics where you can make it look like an Apple II with the Apple II filter and the VIC-20 filter, and there's a Commodore 64 filter, and a ZX Spectrum filter, and Amiga and Hercules, and so on and so forth. Now, to be perfectly frank, I would not play the game with any of these filters on, because you have modern-looking graphics with an old-looking graphic filter on top of that, and the ships and all the sprites were designed to be viewed with that modern graphic set. So I wouldn't use these filters, but they're fun, just a fun little add-on, Syder Arcade is available from the developer's website. You can get it on Desura.com for the PC. It is also available for the tablet if you have Android or your Android phone. Just a quick look at the Android version. We have a floating joystick on the left. It's shooting by itself, which is very unlike the PC version. You see my right thumb isn't doing anything. I've got two buttons here. I can flip the ship around, and this one right here is the special weapon. There it goes. I'm noticing this. You know what? I played this on the beta, and there was a little bit of lag in the controls, but it's a lot better now, to be perfectly honest. My only problem is this floating joystick here on the left, because it floats. If you're using a rooted Android device and you have 6-axis set up, 6-axis allows you to set certain pressure points to buttons on the control. You won't be able to do that with this because this floats. At least I don't think so. I don't use 6-axis, so I'm not 100% sure what it can and can't do. But just bear that in mind until they add some sort of controller support for the Mac, or excuse me, for the Android. You're pretty much going to be limited to these touch controls. That said, as touch controls go, not bad, pretty playable. You can get it on your tablet, which is actually a pretty good build of the game. Now, one thing you should know if you're a tablet user or an Android user, let me fish this bad boy out. This is the Droid Icon. This is a dual stick controller for the Android, iPhone, and whatnot, all sorts of mobile devices. I use it for, this is an Asus Transformer tablet, and this controller is not compatible with this game. So if you're playing it on Android, you're going to be stuck with the touch controls. I don't think that's too big a deal, but full disclosure, you should kind of know that. It is also available in the Ouya market, so you can get it from, you can play it on your Ouya, and everything is free to play there. At least there should be a demo available, so you should be able to check it out. It's a great game. I really enjoy it. It's really, really difficult. I'm not able to clear the second mission, which sounds like, why would I speak highly of a game I can't get very far in? But come on, guys. Think back to when we were kids. Games didn't hold our hands, and this one doesn't either. And you know what? I applaud Studio Evil for that. Guys, this is Critical Failure for Tiger Claw TV. Thanks for watching.